last night I said to my husband that I wanted to order a palette of materials for the next home improvement project that I would like to start. And he told me that he really didn't want to start another home improvement project until we finished the existing unfinished home improvement project. And I said, fair. So come with me around the house and we will discover what needs to be done and what needs to be done in what order, because I think that's important. First things first is this. I don't know if you can see that, but this kitchen renovation is still not done. We just had all of our siding redone, which is awesome, but now the door needs to be painted a decent color that doesn't look weird with the siding. We're deciding between yellow or orange. I have the yellow picked out, haven't gotten orange swatches, but that should get done pretty simply. I think that's probably toward the top of the list. We also have these little brackets that have been there since we first took that door off, the storm door. That's broken. If you will bring your attention over here, these are broken. I mean, not broken. These are not finished over here. My husband put these new rails on, and it was my job to mud in between them. Basically, he does all the woodworking stuff, and then I go in because I'm really good with the plaster. So that was my job. He did that last year, maybe 2 years ago, not sure. Okay, that's the front porch. Okay, inside we have the newel post and the molding. So I believe the idea was to strip all of the woodwork just in this room. It's not done. When my husband mentioned finishing projects, he did say the newel post first. So I might need to get this done. In order to get this done, I need to get a very specific type of drop cloth that I don't have so I can spray down the rest of it, get it all stripped, then we can put some clear coat on it. Anything in this room? Yes, the ceiling. We had a swing for May in here, and we took it down, and now there's holes. This is from where, when we moved in, there was one kind of chandelier. We took it down, covered the hole with just like a little hole cover thing, and then they had to move it, and they took the hole cover thing off, and we never put it back on. This, as you can tell, was a very sneaky little light. It went woo all the way over here. The other thing is, when we did this room, I do think we intended to put up crown molding, and we never did. So that's one thing. And then the other final thing, and this is true for almost every room, all of these windows need to get new stops, and then I can stain them. In here, the stops were built out of pine. So that's what it will look like eventually. And then we'll seal it all off. There's just a little few stuff. So once I've got the spackle out, I can spackle some of these holes. And then this one I spackled, but I never painted. So, we'll get the peach paint out. It does need a whole new coat of paint down here in this room. So maybe I end up doing that whole paint. I don't know. And that, my friends, brings us here. This one is possibly the most important room to finish. And I don't even think my husband realizes it. I started redoing this tub last year, and I've actually left the materials. I started this last July. It's July again. So I think that honestly, this is the most important thing to start with. And what I'm gonna do is refinish the tub, like with the spackle. I have a new faucet to put in. Yeah, so we're gonna redo that. We're gonna finish that. The other issues with this room, because this room needs to be repainted. We painted it with the Bare semi-gloss or something, eggshell. It was a match of Hale Navy from Benjamin Moore, and it has never looked good. It didn't look good. I mean, it was better when I was done with it than it is now, because it's been about 8 years, but it is awful. And we need to repaint the walls. repaint the ceiling, do all of the woodwork again in white, and then also probably put in some crown molding. And that will give this room much more of a finished feeling, because the way that I painted it and then didn't paint the woodwork and didn't paint the ceiling makes it feel very not great in here. Honestly, at this point, trends have changed so much that as much as I love the Hail Navy, if my husband would agree to painting the ceiling and the trim and everything the same color, I'd just come in here and do it green. I would just green the whole thing, but I know he's not going to be into that. So I'm waiting to paint the base of this until the walls are redone and I have a new coat of white on the walls so that I can see what I want this to be. It might be better as navy, might be better as white. If it's white, I'll paint the feet white. If it's navy, I'll paint the feet black. It's going to be awesome. And after walking through all of that, I think I can do it. I think I can do it by the end of the month, and then we can order the material and I can start the project in September. There is another project I didn't even bring you to see, which is my daughter's room. And that's also deferred maintenance, not really a halfway done project, but her wall started to crack and peel. And I've talked about getting that refinished and resurfaced that wall so many times, but I need her to not be in that room for a few days. And I'd like to empty the room completely. And that just feels like it's just such a big project if we're emptying my daughter's room. And so if we're going to do that, I want to actually paint the whole thing and I want to make it really nice. So I might go in there this week and see what I can do just to make it better. I would like to refinish the walls. It's something I really want to do. But I know in the way that I work and in the way that I see house tasks, if something's not getting done and it's getting procrastinated to this level, that there is no harm. And often there is a great benefit in doing a half-assed middle fix, because the half-assed middle fix is going to make it feel so much better in the meantime when you're not getting the thing done. And there's this part of us that wants to be perfectionistic and be like, if I'm going to fix it, I'm going to fix it right and I'm going to do it the right way. And if not, why would I bother? But as we can see, this has been in my daughter's room. That's been a thing for over a year, I think. And so if I could just go in and do the half-assed thing, it might not be perfect, but it's definitely going to feel better in her room than it does now. And that's not going to preclude me from going in and actually resurfacing her walls at a different point. So I just wanted to put that out there. I didn't even show that. That's a whole nother project. So maybe I'll share with you getting some of the stuff done. Maybe I could go buy that paint right now for the door. Don't do it, Leah. You're hosting brunch for 10 people on Sunday.